Good morning, everybody. Rubik's Master here, coming at you with another video. This one's going to be short and sweet and to the point. It's going to be on planning your attack on an enemy base. We're not actually going to be doing an attack. I'm just going to establish some baseline statistics with defending and attacking units, and then we're going to scout a couple bases, and I'm going to show you what I look for when I'm looking for a base to attack. There's a lot of factors that go into it, but let's dive right in and check out the army. So we just need a baseline of how much damage your tanks can take and how much damage defending turrets are dealing against those tanks. Oh, do I have an equipment upgrade? No, I don't, so why did it have that thing? Okay, anyway. So your rhinos, because that is what I have right now. Are you going? Hopefully sometime soon I'll have Abrams. But right now I have rhinos, which at their current level have about 8,500 health. So we'll just round it up to 85. Have it nice and close. 8,500 health. And we'll look at my level 3 turrets, which deal 306... 400? Because it says plus 40. Oh, that's because of the transformer, which adds speed to it. Okay, so we'll just say 300. Oh no, 400 is nice even. So if you take 80, what was it, 85, and divide it by 6, you get 1, 2, 25, 6 again. So 16. It should take 16 seconds for a machine gun turret to destroy a tank. That does not sound right. That seems weird. Maybe not, though. Most people, I don't know, I haven't ever actually messed with this to see how long it actually takes. I don't know for sure, but like the old War Commander game had weird little armor statistics that weren't actually listed. Like machine gun turrets would do more damage to infantry than tanks or whatever. I don't know if that's the case, but these stack up rather nicely when you start considering 2 turrets together. That halves the time. 3 turrets together just is going to destroy a tank in a couple seconds. We're not going to look at howitzer because that doesn't do a lot of damage. A railgun will do a 2-hit kill on a tank in general. Yeah, with that 390 per second, yeah, it's a 2-hit kill, basically. The salvo, haven't fought against a lot of those. Did a couple, and they do moderate damage to vehicles. So we just established our baseline for attacking units. You want to keep in mind the overall health of your tanks in front and how much damage you're taking in. If you're assaulting 3 machine gun turrets that are on a transformer, they're doing 1,200 damage a second, meaning those 3 turrets will destroy one of your tanks in less than 2 seconds. That's bad. That is very bad. Okay, so let's go ahead and scout a couple bases, and I'll tell you what I look for. Find a match. Turn that volume down because it's really loud. Okay, so when this first base loads up, the first thing you even look at is how much steel you get, because it doesn't matter if that base is... Okay, so this is a perfect example. This honestly isn't an incredibly hard base to crack. I would probably lose 2, maybe even 3 tanks, but I'm only gaining 3,000 steel. So once I look at this base and I see 3,000 steel and that they have a couple level 3 machine gun turrets, I'm hitting next. It's not worth it. Not even close. Next base, 5,000 steel. So I'm going to look at this one a little bit more seriously, but I mean, I'm looking and I see he has 4 level 3 machine gun turrets and a level 4. Good landmine placement and defending troops. So no, definitely not worth it. I may be able to defeat the base, but not even close to worth it. This one, 11,000. So I'm really going to look at this one. And I notice immediately he has lopsided landmine defense, which is good for me. He has infantry guarding. That's no big deal. I would be able to just wait for them to deploy and destroy them. They're even on the same side as I would deploy. I check this, and I can see that when I attack this turret initially, I would only take damage from 2 turrets, and then I could swoop in while I'm taking damage from both those turrets, use my airstrike to take out the railgun. Wouldn't be that big of a deal. So I am fairly certain I could take this base out, but honestly, it's getting really close to not being worth that 11,000 steel. I'm very confident I could take that base out. But for 11,000 steel, I don't know if I'd really want 20,000. Really gonna look at this base, but just initial look, nope, ain't gonna happen. For us, we'd be, whew. Just look, I mean, that damage bubble. No matter where we go in here, we're taking damage from at least 2 turrets, possibly 3, and that thing's charging up. Granted, he didn't put a transformer on his railgun, but he doesn't even need one. So that's no. It's not gonna happen. Look at this one, 13,000. We want to take this one a little bit more seriously. A howitzer, a railgun, and 2 machine gun turrets. But just looking at how the base is set up, the landmines are set up well for deterring me. You can't really attack from the sides. You could come from the top, but the way the base is set up, it's going to make you wind, make you an easy target for the howitzer, and you're going to take a little while to get to your targets. And with that railgun and howitzer both being on transformers, that gets deadly. Howitzers aren't much of a problem, but if you're taking repeated hits from one and it's firing at a fast rate with the transformer, you're going to have issues. Here we go. There's something to look at. So he's got 2 rhinos. Side note, I'm going to do a Command Center Level 4 base layout video probably later today. May not post it till tomorrow. But in general, don't use tanks as base guards. They don't do any damage per second. Like, they do none. Like, a little over 100, I think. Maybe. Maybe not even that. I don't remember. I don't even pay attention to their damage per second because it doesn't matter. So, to have 2 tanks guarding your base, why even? But 14,000, I could destroy his tanks easily. It looks like he only has a little bit of reinforcements in his barracks. His damage per second bubble, okay, he has a weak turret there. He has... See, okay, so I can attack all of these turrets here and be out of range of these 2 turrets. I can come in attacking from this side, destroy his transformer, drastically reducing the damage per second I'm taking. I can focus fire on the machine gun turrets and have my airstrike take out the railgun. I would probably lose most of my Reapers though, but that's no big deal. So yeah, this base is manageable. It's definitely manageable. For 14,000 though, who knows? You kind of have to make that call. How many resources do you need? If you're just starting out the day and you're mounting an attack and you're gonna lose almost your entire platoon to run one attack and only get 10,000 resources and still need 40,000 more to upgrade anything, that's probably not a good call. Okay, so yeah, we'll look at this base. I'm inclined, at first view, I would just skip this one. He has S-13s guarding, he has a couple infantry units guarding. He has transformers on all his turrets. All his turret platforms are level 3. He's got 2 railguns. I'm just inclined to skip this one, even though it's 17,000, and that's really tempting. Okay, let's look at two more bases and we'll call it quits. I'm trying to find a really juicy example, but hey, you can go searching for those for a long time and not find them. Oh, here's a juicy one. Okay, a lot of people would first be inclined to not attack this one. I would say 100% go for it. 20,000 metal. That's about as good as it's going to get. He does have... Where's his war factory? Okay, his war factory is there. He has a tank and an S-13 guarding it. You take a little damage from that S-13, but not much. No big deal. A little bit of infantry, again, no big deal. You just park your units out here when you attack, wait for them to come to you, destroy them before advancing. The wall's going to be a little bit of an issue, but you come up, you can take your pick either from this way or this way. Just avoid that landmine. Attack the transformer first, of course. Destroy those two turrets. You will be taking damage from one of these turrets. But as soon as you're attracting fire from all the turrets, you can call an airstrike into a turret in the back. And then you only have one turret left to deal with your platoon. Granted, you'll probably lose. In my instance, I would probably lose 3, maybe even all of my tanks. But I am confident I could come out ahead in this instance. So, let's take a look at one more and see what we get. Okay, here's an instance of an easy base to crack. It's all just machine gun turrets. One of them's level 1, one of them's level 2. Two of them are level 3 and a flak. Big whoop, a flak. Who cares? We can't use our Reapers. Oh no. So yeah, look, just look at it. The base is super easy. You come in from this way and just systematically destroy everything. You're skipping all the landmines. He only has 2 landmines there. This guy is an example of not good base progression. He has a level 4 command center and basically nothing else built. So the thing that holds us back from this, I just rushed into it and looked at it, and like I said, it's an easy base to crack. I'd probably only lose 2 tanks doing it. But first look, we didn't look up in that top right corner. 7,000 metal. I personally do not think that is worth it to attack this base. I just don't. So there you have it. That's a lot of what I'm looking for. To hit the highlights again, first thing you look at is how much steel. Second thing you look at is how the defenses are arranged, the damage bubble. If you think the turrets are spread out a little too much, go ahead and click. See what turrets you can attack first while attracting the least amount of damage. If the turrets are way spread out, if you can attack one or 2 turrets at a time, that would totally be worth 7,000. Heck, maybe even 5,000. If you can... one tank for 5,000 metal, good trade. Yeah, if you like this video, drop it a like, drop me a comment telling me what you liked about it, what you want to see next. I will do a tutorial on anything anyone wants, really, anything. Until then, have an awesome day.